Hello traders, this is Imi from iTradeAIMS.net, AIMS stress-free trading. This is the 24th of May, Sunday analysis. I know that we have bank holiday both in the US and in Britain tomorrow, so I won't be trading, but the Forex markets are bound to be open as they are already. So the first thing we want to do, this is the series where I look at the charts for tomorrow. So which markets to trade tomorrow. We're going to look at the daily charts. I'm going to go through as quick as possible, within half an hour, as many charts as possible. So we're looking at the Australian USD. As we can see, during the crash it went down and it's almost recovered from that point. Not almost, actually, it is at those levels just prior to the pandemic. So it's all the way here. If we just look at the monthly chart, it's a very interesting chart. As we can see, we have a clear 3 down, 4 up, 5 down. This is really powerful pattern. If you look at this and you plot this target zone 1, as you can see, as if in 2018 in April, when you had this setup 1 and you had predicted, at the risk of say 500 pips, you had predicted that in about 22 months time this market might hit the target zone 1, and it did hit in a spectacular fashion. So at the beginning of this year, before the coronavirus was known anywhere, we had this red dot sell signal here. This is a setup 2 with open gator, and you take your trade, bang, and it goes and hits that. So this setup that you see on the monthly chart, that is the setup. This is where we take the entry. So we wait for the 3 to happen. We wait for this peak to happen. Where is my drawing? Let's bring my arrows. This is what we wait for. We wait for this peak to create, which is created with this price like so. Then we wait for the price, the AO, to come and cross the 0 line here. Meanwhile, price would go back to the gator like so. It will put gator to sleep, but we want purple to be hovering like a cloud up there, because this is the trend. And then meanwhile the price will be going sideways. It will create a box, and at a sleeping gator you get this red dot. You make your entry here, stop loss just above the hump of the green line here, and your target point will be at target zone 1. This, in 2 minutes, what I explained, is the setup 1. That's it. You want to make your entry here, exit here, and that is what we're looking at. That's all we're going to do. Right, so let's go to the daily chart, and we have this. We have a certain uptrend going on. If you go to the hourly chart, we have some down move going on. If you're interested, probably it will set up around here for a short on the M15 chart, around here. Right, so that's enough time spent on the Australian dollar, on the concept of the setup 1. Next we are looking at the Australian dollar yen. Similar situation, but it's the yen on the other end. So if you look at the monthly chart has a 345, but it's different, and within that wave we had plenty of down moves on the daily and the weekly chart. Right now we have an uptrend. Price is above the box, above the gator. AO is above, so it is definitely an uptrend. So on the hourly chart you'd be looking for long setups only. Based on the hourly chart though, if this price is to drop down, if we look at this, put a line here, come here to the M15, probably it would set up, but not interested because it's gone up. Okay, next, Australian dollar against the New Zealand dollar is in a solid uptrend. Go to the monthly chart, we can see it's a sideways market for years and years going on. Go to the weekly chart, we see strength going up. It has now hit those resistance highs. Look at the daily chart, we have this. So probably for the next few weeks it will probably go sideways like so, and so it doesn't really have anything on this time frame. But if you go to the hourly chart, we have seen a 345 again, so we're looking for another setup. on the Euro USD. Now USD has, before the pandemic, or at the news of the pandemic, it started going up, then it went down, then it went up again. It was going sideways. It is a pretty sideways market. As you can see, this is the resistance. It hit those levels and came back, but at the same time, as the red line shows, it's now hit the box high. So if you go to the hourly chart, this is what we see: a move up and a down. If the market was to move, and if it was to stay sideways like so, then on the M15 chart, it might create a setup 1 around this time here, which would be the Frankfurt Open, but I doubt it, because the markets won't be, well, they will be open, but I won't be trading. So the Euro Yen has a very bumpy up and down, a very ugly chart around here on the daily chart, but this month has been pretty good. It went down, then went up and down and up again. Based on this, if you went to the 4-hour chart, you will get some moves, and if you go to the hourly chart, you would have seen some trade setting up as well around here and here. I'm not keen on anything right now on this pair, but we'll see. Okay, the Euro Pound had a setup 1 on the daily chart. Obviously here we pointed that out a couple of weeks ago, 10 days ago I think, and it has been going up, and this is what we call the Waltz setup. So we have 2 trend candles followed by 2 doji. So around here you could have gone long. Right now we will be looking for long setups on this pair as it's going up. The trend on the daily is up, so we'll be looking for buy only setups on the hourly chart. Euro Australian dollar, the euro is losing value against that, but it's come back to this level, so it is in a downtrend. On the hourly chart, we'll be looking for a new 3 to form. Right now it's very sideways, not interested. Euro against the New Zealand dollar is going sideways. It's in a box formation. I do not see anything interesting on the hourly chart, but we do see this formation here. Go to the 4-hour chart and we can see it is a completely sideways, not this, sideways market. Right, next one is the EURCAD. EURCAD has created a very ugly kind of a setup 1 long. Maybe this could go further up from here to those levels, probably these levels again in the next few weeks. When the price goes around to this level, that's when I'll be looking for the setups on the hourly chart. Right now it's just ugly, so let's go next. The pound dollar, as we have the analysis on this, it is setup 1 going down, so we are still short from here. Market went down, went back up, kind of scared us a bit. Stop loss still around that area, now above the box. It is in a downtrend. Look for short setups on the hourly charts only, and on the 4-hourly chart you'll get short setups. Right now, if tomorrow this market was to open, if it was a busy market, we will be looking for some shorts around this region, around to go kind of, if the market stayed sideways, then during Frankfurt Open we could go short here and target these areas around here. So that would be interesting, but I'm not going to do that tomorrow because there's a bank holiday. So the pound Swizzy also is a beautiful setup 1. So you can see a 3 down, a 4 up, red dot, tight box, sleeping gator, short here. So on the hourly chart we'll be looking for a new 3 to form, not this. So if the market was to do something like so, like this, and then it's followed by something like this, that would create a setup 1, and probably the day later we would trade it around there, but we don't know what's going to happen next at the moment. The pound yen also is doing similar kind of fashion, similar kind of pattern. We'll be looking for setup 1 shorts on this market only. Pound Australian dollar has actually lost value against the Australian dollar quite strongly. Very good setups for the short setups on this pair. So if you go to the hourly chart, there was one the other day. Jasmine was not really sure about it, but it was really a good setup. This was a setup here and it went down, so that's your sell, that's your stop loss, bang, it goes down. Right, next one is the pound Canadian dollar. It is in a downtrend as well. We have some support around these areas, but if you go to the hourly chart, you'll be looking for setups only. I don't see anything right now, but we'll see how it goes. So this, looking at the daily chart of the pound New Zealand dollar, I can see 3 trend candles followed by 2 pause candles. This would have created a setup one on the lower time frame, and yes, there is one. So we have a 3 down and a 4 sideways. This is definitely something to watch. If you're going to trade probably around here, this would give us an opportunity to go short. From here, have your target zone 1 plotted. From here, bring that other leg to there, and this would be your target. Target's quite far away, 200 pips, with a stop loss of about, let's say, 100 pips. Something to look at. Box is a little bit big at the moment. I would rather want this box to be tightened during this session. So pound New Zealand dollar is a sell. Australian New Zealand dollar has been going sideways. Right now it has hit the top of the box range. So if you are into trading between the ranges up and down, then at this moment it is probably on the way down. Not really exciting for me, but if it goes sideways like so, then we can probably trade it that way from here. Where is my arrow? So if it stays sideways like here and it breaks out, then it can go up in that direction. Next one is the New Zealand dollar yen. So it has done the similar kind of thing. As you can see, this is the support, the resistance up there. It's hit it, then it's pulled back. It is quite possible that it can create a setup one on the 4-hour chart, if it stays sideways like this, but this would always be a problem. So we will wait for a market to actually clear these levels, go up, and then we'll deal with it. Dollar yen is in the no trade zone. I'm not going to even talk about it later, so forget it. Okay, the dollar CAD is very interesting. The other day we had this video about it. This was a pin candle, but I said that I did not see this tail sticking out. So if I had seen this tail coming out of this, then this would have been a very strong buy signal from here. But right now it's just a consolidation of price going sideways. This could go up and hit those boxes, or it can continue going down. Meanwhile, if we go to the hourly chart, we can see it's going that way. It's going up. If it stays sideways tomorrow, next day it could produce a setup one going long, and if that happens, your targets will clearly be these levels. So if you go to the hourly chart and it sets up around these regions, then you could probably take a trade towards those levels. Very nice and beautiful. What is the next one? So the next one is the USD CHF. It's going very sideways. It's tight. Don't want to touch it. The next one is CAD yen. CAD yen is also going sideways. So we have this up move down. It's a wave 4. Don't know what to do. But if you look at the hourly chart, we had this setup, traded it here, little rent, traded it here, another rent. That's perfectly fine. It looked fine. But as you can see, if I mark those trades, you see it's this and this candle, the 2 candles before. See this one and this one going sideways within a wave 4. What do you expect, right? And that's it. That's the dollar index as a whole. As we can see, dollar went up and down, and it's a sideways. Literally, it is a 1-2 or a 3-4, it could explode and go up. So that's 15 minutes and our Forex main pairs are done.
Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if yes, please hit the like button. Do you have any questions or ideas for upcoming videos? Then leave a comment. Also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any future videos. See you next time.